The student, we are starting our third chapter, and the chapter name is heat transfer mechanism. Already we are taking one article from the chapter that is known as the Carnot heat engine or the Carnot cycle. So today we learn your next article. So your chapter is the heat transfer mechanism. Heat transfer mechanism. And we are already studying your article, that is in your Carnot cycle. Now we will consider the heat engine. So there are we are already discussed, there is a heat will be the doing the mechanical work. Heat will be doing the mechanical work means it isn't related to each other. Mechanical work is converted to the heat, or heat is converted to the mechanical work. If you have to rub your hand very strictly or basically, then usually we understand the heat will be the film, because the temperature will be increased. That is when you are rubbing your hand, that is you have to do some mechanical work. Rub your hand. Rub is nothing but your mechanical work, and the temperature is increased. This is nothing but your heat energy. So here is a mechanical work is converted into the heat energy. So conversion from the mechanical work to the heat is 100%. It can be the totally mechanical work is converted into the heat energy. Now we can also convert the heat energy to the mechanical work, but the continuous transformation of the heat energy into mechanical work is not possible. That is 100% efficiency is not done for the transformation of the heat energy into the mechanical energy. So you can use the device. That device will be convert your heat energy into the mechanical work, but it is a partially. Means heat energy is converted into the mechanical work, but it is partially. It is partly converted into mechanical work, and other heat energy is rejected. That is called as a rejecting. So that device is called as a heat engine. Heat engine is nothing but conversion of your heat energy partially to the mechanical work or mechanical energy. So usually what happens, there is a matter is present in your device. That matter will be undergoes the inlet and outlet. It is called as the inlet flow and outlet flow. So the matter will be changes its phase during this process, and that matter is called as a working substance. So should we remember any heat engine, there is some common point, that is common representation of the heat engine. It should be remember. First, it absorbs the heat. Every heat engine, there is an absorption of the heat. Absorbs of the heat. Now this absorption will be from the reservoir. Now that reservoir is nothing but at a high temperature. Its temperature is great. So it absorbs the heat from the reservoir. Second common is the convert this heat energy to the mechanical work. Second case is the convert the heat to the mechanical work, and the third discard the remaining heat or reject the heat to the reservoir. But now reservoir is low temperature. That is a cold temperature change. So this is possible, must be there in your every heat engine. Now the principle of the working of your heat engine can be represented as a geometrically. So it should be remembered geometrically. So it should be remembered by figure. So suppose there is this is your hot reservoir. Hot reservoir. Now this temperature is a T1. It is greater temperature. Now it can be flow your heat. Heat is a flow. Okay, heat is a flow. Here is a suppose your heat engine or your working substance. Heat engine or working substance. It can be absorbed here. Then so there is work done, that is your mechanical work done or mechanical energy, called as the mechanical energy. Means when you are heat absorbed by the heat engine, some part of the heat is utilized to do the work done, and remaining part of the heat is rejected to the your cold reservoir. So remaining part of the heat is transposed to your cold reservoir. Temperature is T2. So this is a work done. Now that work done should be remembered, that is Q1 is an amount of heat absorbed and Q2 is an amount of heat rejected. So what is the W? W is the work done, that must equal difference of these two heat energy. So we got the Q1 minus Q2. So this is a schematically representation of your principle of the working of your heat engine. So we can be write your work done is equal to Q1 minus Q2. So what is the input is for the heat engine? Input is the Q1. So what is the efficiency of your heat engine? Efficiency is the basic formula. Efficiency is equal to work done divided by input. So work done is the Q1 minus Q2. Input is only Q1. So we got this here. So this equation represents the efficiency of your heat engine. So Q1 upon Q1 minus Q2 upon Q1. So it is equal to 1 minus Q2 upon Q1. So this is your efficiency of your heat engine. Now there are the two type of the heat engine. Basically there are the two type of the heat engine. So it should be remember type of the heat engine. Type of the heat engine. So first is the external combustion. External combustion engine. Now what is the external combustion engine? Means in this type of the heat engine, a combustion of the your fuel, that is burning of your fuel, take place outside the cylinder. So fuel will be burned or combustion take place outside the cylinder. So this cylinder is a part of your engine. So it is an outside the cylinder of the engine. A second is the internal combustion engine. So obviously here is the internal word. So combustion of the fuel is inside the cylinder. It should be remember here. combustion of the fuel take place, but it is inside the cylinder of the engine. So example of this both are, example of your external is the steam engine. External combustion is a steam engine, and in internal there is an Otto engine or the diesel engine. So there is an Otto engine and diesel engine. Okay, so these are the two type of engine in belongs to the internal combustion type engine. Now we consider the first engine, which is for your syllabus, that is known as the Otto cycle or Otto engine. So we will study the Otto engine. So should be remember your Otto cycle. Heading is your Otto cycle, and its efficiency. Its efficiency. So when you have the drawing figure of your Otto engine, you should be draw it as like this. This is the cylinder. Okay, its wall is an adiabatic, so you can use it double layer adiabatic. So this is your cylinder, it is your adiabatic. Now it is fitted by the piston, so you take the new color for the piston, so you can use it is here to facility to take the different color, so you can use here different color. So this is the piston. Okay. So this is your piston. Now this piston is connected to your another crankshaft. It is called as a crankshaft. Means motion of the piston is controlled by this crankshaft. So suppose here it is your center, then you should be draw a circle. So this is your point. You can use the difference also here, so you can be understand. So take this color. So we'll get this is very large, so you can use. So you can use this. So this is your crankshaft. You can be use a solid line to be draw the circle. Okay. Now this crankshaft is connected here. It can be connected here. To the center. Okay. So now there is use this two wall, and there is third. It is called as a spark. It is electrically spark as in your plug of your vehicle. So it is called as a spark plug. spark plug. So this is an your piston, this is an your cylinder, this is an your crankshaft. Okay. Now your auto engine is your, should we remember first statement, it is an internal combustion type engine. It is an internal combustion type engine. It is a four-stroke engine. Four-stroke engine. It is invented by the now auto. It is invented by the your auto. You should be remember sir. It is invented by the your auto. So it is sometimes called as a four-stroke engine. Sometimes called as a four-stroke engine because there is a four-stroke engine. Okay. So it is widely used in automobile or motor. It is used in automobile or motor. So your motor is from the auto engine. Now in this type of engine, your air is an working substance. Should we remember here? Working substance. Should we remember? Every engine there is one working substance. That working substance undergoes to the phase of transition during the process. So here is air is an your working substance. Now air is a working substance, but it is an injected to the cylinder with a petrol vapor. So means there is a mixture of air plus petrol vapor. You should be remember working substance is here, but when you have to inject air is enter in your cylinder, it is along with air and the petrol vapor. So petrol vapors and your air will become in a cylinder. Now engine is consisting of this piston. It is a air tightly piston. It is a air tightly piston which is a movable piston which is controlled by the this all system is working with the proper controlling of your piston motion, valve motion. That is valve is an I1 and I2. I1 and I2 both are the two valves. So I1 is called as the inlet valve. I1 is called as inlet valve and I2 is the outlet valve. So it is used to be enter your the working substance and it is used to be the outlet your the heat energy. Outlet is that is a reject the heat energy. There is a third, that is a sparking plug. Sparking plug. So sparking plug is required to the combustion of your mixture. So should we remember this is the construction of your auto engine. Now working of the auto engine. Should we remember working of the auto engine is an as like this. So this is some schematic figure. You already draw. So we are drawing this figure. So there is an first this is the exhaust figure port, that is exhaust. This is your sparking plug and this is your intake. This is your intake. And this is your the crankshaft. Okay. So this is an your inlet of your fuel and air mixture. This is an air. You can use it. Okay. So this is an your two-stroke engine. Now we consider working of the your auto engine. Working of the auto engine. Sometimes it is called as a petrol engine also. Sometimes it is called as a. So working of the your auto engine. It is the most important working of the auto engine. Now you should be remember the state of your working substance in your auto engine is represented on your the PV diagram. So it should be remember PV diagram. Working about your auto engine is represented on your PV diagram. Okay. So use your different color. So it should be remember it. It is very simple. So this is your isothermal curve. It should be remember it is an vertical. So it can be label it. This is a path. So use the A0, A, B, C, D. So suppose this is an your VB, this is an your VA. Now here VA and VD is the same, CB and VC is the same. Okay, so this is an your PB and PC. Okay, similarly here VD and C. So working of auto engine we can be divided into the 4 stage. That is, there are the 4 stroke engines, so there are the 4 stages. So it is called as a 4-stroke engine. 4-stroke engine, that is your first stroke is the charging stroke. Here, charging stroke. Second is the compression stroke. Compression stroke. Third is the working stroke. And last is the exhaust stroke. But there is a 6 operation. There are the 4 stroke, 6 operations. So we will learn one by one. So first is the charging stroke. What is the charging stroke? You can be charge your the battery. Where regularly you can be charging your mobile. That is you have to charging. That is the intake is the D1 to the mobile as the electric energy store. Charging, it is also called as the intake stroke. And this includes the one operation only. Here is only one operation. So there is during this stroke we can be intake the mixture of the air and fuel. It is a mixture of the air plus fuel vapor. Now percentage is the 80% plus 20%. It is 80% of the air and 20% of the fuel mixture will be enter in your cylinder. How it will enter in cylinder? Simple. There is an 2 valve. This is an your I1 and this is an your I2. This is I1, I2. It can be move over the piston in a downward direction. It is moving with the crankshaft in this direction. It can be moved. It will be moving. So inlet valve, through the inlet valve, your mixture of your air and the fuel will be enter in. So crankshaft will move in a upward, downward direction. Okay. So an inlet valve will be open. So mixture will be the enter in. Now it can be enter your fixture such that your volume of cylinder is increases from A0 to the E. That is the volume is increases from 0 to the V. So during the first stroke, that is your charging stroke, your volume of your the cylinder is increases from 0 to the V. 0 to the V. So this change of the state is represented by the A0A in your the PV diagram. A0A is in your the first stroke, that is intake stroke, charging stroke or operation 1. Now consider second, that is the compression. Compression itself suggests that it should be compressed your the mixture which are present in your the now cylinder with the help of the piston. So piston we can be moved. Now this crankshaft once again continue to move. It will move. Now its position will come here. It will move. So your piston move in your upward direction. So your the mixture will compress. Now this compression is continue until second stroke मध्ये your compression is continue until your the volume of the mixture is reduces to the 1/8 of its original value. Now original volume is V. So it can be compressed mixture until the value must be reduces to the 1/8 of its original value. So should we remember it for the MCQ? In a auto engine, volume of the your mixture is reduces to the 1/8 of its original value. So during this adiabatic compression, this is adiabatic compression because wall of the cylinder is completely adiabatic. There is no exchange of heat with the surrounding. So your volume of the mixture is decreases from VA to the VB. This is represented by the EB. So volume is decreases from VA to the EB. So your temperature and pressure is increases. So in this case, your second stage volume is reduces to the VB. Now PA is increases to the PB and the temperature is increases to the TB. Now this is increases. So now this is your first operation. We can use the second operation in this stroke, that is in a compression stroke, we can use the second operation. So change of the state is represented by the curve AB. Okay. Now your compression is take place such that your temperature will be the rises about the 500 degrees. It is approximately about the 500 degrees Celsius. Now you can be pass the sparking plug. You can be spark. Means you have to pass your electric energy by the sparking plug through your electrode. So once you have to sparking start, then what happens? Mixture inside the now cylinder already its temperature is 500 degrees. So when you have to spark, it is easily start to be the burn. So there is a explosion of your the mixture. Explosion of the your mixture is the start. So then what happens if you are to explosion? EXPLOSION, explosion of your mixture. Then what happens? Energy will be the increases. So it produces the heat Q1. You should be remember here, heat amount of heat is produced here is a Q1 due to the ignition of your the mixture there. So your petrol vapor will burn quickly, so there is heat energy will produce the Q1. Now the pressure and temperature of gas is again increases during this process. Pressure and temperature is increased because it is burning there. Now your temperature reach from 500 degrees Celsius to the 2000 degrees Celsius. So during this process, there is once again at a constant volume. Constant volume should be remembered, during this operation volume is constant, but your pressure will be the increases from PB to the PC. Temperature increases from the TB to the TC. Now this change of the state is represented by your this curve, that is a BC. Now it is on a vertical because volume is a constant. Volume is a constant. So it is called as the isochoric process. Now we consider your next stroke is the working stroke. Third stroke is the working stroke. Working stroke. Now this is include the two operations, that is operation number 4 and 5. Now pressure of the rapidly expanding hot gases push the piston outward. There is a pressure is an increator in the mixture of that cylinder. So what happens? This pressure will be tried to be your piston move in a outward direction. So here what happens? There is an expansion of the gas is take place. It is a move in outward direction. By moving the once again crankshaft, it is a complete your cycle of the crankshaft. It is a move in outward, so expansion is the take place, but now it is an adiabatic expansion. See here, this is your first operation number 4. Our first operation in a working stroke. Working stroke मतलब पहला operation, that is the first operation. So your piston move in outward direction, so it is the expansion of the gases in adiabatically. Now here external work is done by the gas during the expansion. There is no exchange of heat with surrounding. So work is done. During this expansion, your volume again increases. Here, your volume is increases from Vc to the Vd. Volume increases, expansion is take place. Should be imagine your the mixture as expansion is take place. That expansion is now adiabatically expansion. So there is no heat exchange with the surroundings. So heat is a constant. So there is a temperature fall from Tc to the Td. There is also pressure fall from the Pc to the Pd. So pressure and temperature fall and your volume is increases. Even our first operation of your third working stroke. Now what happens? This change is represented by the CD in your PV diagram. See here, this is an your CD. It is an your the adiabatic. So it will represent at up to the point D. Now your the next work is you should be outlet the some amount of heat. Outlet the some amount of heat. Outlet the some amount of heat means you should be outlet the some mixture. Outlet the mixture along with heat Q2 through the valve I2. I2 is an your outlet valve. So it can be outlet over the mixture with heat energy Q2 outside through the valve I2. Now this is done at a constant value. This is done at a constant value by using the your piston or crankshaft. So pressure and temperature of the gas obviously decreases. Temperature decreases, pressure decreases because some amount of mixture is resulting. So here temperature is decreases from Td to the T. and your the pressure also decreases from PD to the P. Now volume is a constant again. That is known as the isocoric process. Volume is a, and it is represented by the dA in your the PV diagram. So this is an your operation number 5. Operation number 5. So from the D to the A. Now your the last stroke is exhaust stroke. You should be remember last stroke is exhaust stroke. Now exhaust stroke, open your valve I2 and all remaining part which is not burned, that is known unburned, wasted, all part will be taken outside through the valve I2. So your volume of the cylinder reduces from the volume PA to the 0, and it is represented by the curve A0 to the E. So this is an your the fourth stroke. Remaining all part inside the cylinder you have to taken outside through the valve I2, and it completes your original state. So this is our working of your the auto engine. Now we require the efficiency of the auto engine. We require the efficiency of the auto engine. You should be asking efficiency of the your auto engine. Efficiency of your auto engine. Now you should keep in mind in your, there are the only two cycles. There is two processes where heat exchange is take place. Q1 and Q2. Once again there is some assumption are made for the auto engine. The first assumption is you should be remember every stage there is a reversible. That is like the Carnot cycle. Every stage their change must be the reversible. Mixture acts as a perfect gas, your ideal gas. Mixture of your petrol vapors and air, it acts as a perfect gas. Okay. Now can be represent, there is a Q1 is the heat producer and Q2 is the heat reject. Now Q1 is the heat producer is absorbed by the system during the isocoric process. Okay. And this is an also Q2 is an amount of heat rejected during the isocoric. Means both exchange of the heat is take place during the isocoric process. So isocoric process both times there is an amount of heat absorbed and amount of heat rejected. There is an isocoric process means there is a volume is a remains a constant. Then there is a state A0A and A0. It will cancel to each other because it is exactly opposite to each other. Now consider